today and being at the forefront of ensuring that some of the challenges to a sustainable energy transition in Nigeria are being addressed. As you all know, that we're living in very interesting times. As around the world, the call for clean, reliable, and inclusive energy has never been louder. Yet we know that the path isn't without obstacles. From policy gaps, infrastructure challenges, financial limitations, and social inequities. These are all issues that are staring us in the face, and I'm sure that this power packed room will do justice to all of the challenges stated. Today we've come together not just to talk about these challenges, but to find real solutions, share knowledge, and spark new collaborations. And so on behalf of the Consumer Advocacy and Empowerment Foundation, Cadef, I welcome you most warmly to the 2025 Distributed Energy Resources DARE Stakeholders Workshop under the theme Overcoming Barriers to Sustainable Energy Transition. If you're glad to be here this morning, please give yourselves a round of applause. Sit down if you charge your phone in your car while driving here today. Sit down if you planned your day around when PHCN will restore light. Sit down if your fridge is not as blocked as it used to be 10 years ago. Sit down if you have a power bank with you. Sit down if you have I better pass my neighbor generator. Sit down if they've ever omitted your building when light comes and you're so angry. Sit down if you have solar in your house. And with that, of course, a round of applause. I'm sure we don't have millions here. My name is Louisa Olani. I'm a broadcast journalist, a master compare, and it's an honor to be doing this with you today. And with me, I know I'm giving him a hard time doing this, is Omi Makinde Toby, a sign language interpreter. Please give it up for Toby.
Consumer Advocacy and Empowerment Foundation, fondly called Cadef, is a non-profit organization working at the intersection of consumer rights, digital innovation, and sustainable development. At Cadef, we believe that empowering consumers with access to information, tools, and supportive ecosystems is the fundamental to building a just and inclusive society. Our work cuts across advocacy, energy solutions, finance, artificial intelligence, technology, and youth empowerment. And we are very proud of the impact we have been able to make through several key programs over the years. In partnership with Jacob's Ladder Africa, the Green Labs Innovation and Incubation Program was introduced in Nigeria. Jacob's Ladder is headquarters in Kenya. This program is a 9-month incubation program designed to support young entrepreneurs in building scalable green ventures.
In the year 2023, the federal government through the Electricity Act enforced their rights to oversee electricity markets. And this enabled Lagos State 1 year by various engagement with all stakeholders, power production company, rail company, etc. And then last year, precisely in 3rd December, the Lagos State electricity law was signed first of all, creating some policy documents. We have the Lagos State Electricity Implementation Plan. You have also the Integrated Resource Plan, and finally the Strategic Implementation Plan. Through these three documents, the Lagos State government intend to initiate the implementation of the Lagos electricity market.
The energy decisions that we make, as well as the actions that we take, will go a long way in determining how generations to come will live their lives. Now, over 40% of Nigerians do not have access to reliable electricity. Some sources even quote higher. Some sources quote way higher than that. So this affects hospitals, schools, healthcare facilities, the livelihood of each and every one of us. There's a quote that I like so much, and it says that poverty will not end, or energy will not end poverty, but we cannot end poverty without energy. Now, at this workshop, it's not just a conversation about energy, it's about the opportunities. I'd like to underscore that it's about the opportunities, and it's about how we can harness Nigeria's vast renewable energy potential, solar, hydro, wind, and even green hydrogen, to power our communities, create jobs, and to turn our socio-economic fortunes around.
People implementing the energy markets for the electricity market. There are people that have worked in the industry, starting from the chairman of the regulation. He was part of the founding members of the AP. I've worked in the good school for 20 years, commissioner in the power sector last 5 years. So we know the problem the federal system has. One of the key things in terms of policy that we have tried to do is that we want to put in the right policy that there will be no room for bad behavior. In the sense that, the collection of the energy that belongs to all the people that are in the value chain will be managed judiciously and in such a way that all the people that will be in the energy market will have a bank guarantee, in the sense that there will not be any room for bad behavior.
In all instances, Lagos State is always setting the pace, and many of us in the sector, private sector players like myself, are also looking up to Lagos State to set the pace. And I've seen several plans, policies, acts and laws that have been put in place. That, to me, it's an encouragement to engage the private sector. I was part of the Lagos Energy Summit last week, and if you're part of those sessions, you will hear what Lagos State has planned. Okay, for many of us, we also believe that even the provisions of the Electricity Act, Lagos State is the most famous. Can I use that word? If that act will succeed, if you have to start with Lagos. For example, Lagos exclusively has 2 discos. Many of the states, they are partition of green. So you have 1 discos, states are sharing 1 disco, but Lagos has 2 discos that's very strong. So the success of decentralized energy framework, success of energy for all, we start from success in Lagos.
Data is very, very key. As a matter of fact, as long as data is not available, nothing can be achieved. Plugging cannot be done. And plugging, we surely in as long as data is not available. It's on this note that Lastra has actually been doing a lot. One of the challenges we're having up to now is that a good number of people in Lagos State, we just treat the registration with Lastra
explain also Lazarus so that we're all on the same page.
Okay. Lazarus, as a matter of fact, register every citizen of Lagos, everyone who lives in Lagos, especially in as much as you want to reside in Lagos within the next 2 weeks. As long as you want to remain in Lagos for 2 weeks, you are expected, even if you're a visitor, I want to be there for the next 2 weeks, and there is a hope that you still come back if you leave, you are expected to register.
If there is, talking about data, if there is a database of all sellers, vendors, when you sell, there's a database that is collected from these institutions or these organizations, so that when my batteries go dead, I can take it back to the vendor, because that is what they do in the States. You take it back to your vendor. Your vendor is now attached to these organizations, and the vendor sends it back to you guys, and he gets a little bit back. That way, there is an encouragement to recycle. Right now, people are throwing it into their trash.